Well, hello everybody. I'm assuming I'm coming in through to you right now, and so I'm just going to say hello everybody. So glad to have you here with me. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some wisdom around tapping into your higher dimensional beings to rock your sacred purpose. Of course, this applies to, well, anybody it calls to, but we're talking to you, those light leaders and those light workers and healers and world-changing spiritual entrepreneurs wanting to make a big impact in the world today. What are we facing right now today? We're in these COVID times. Things are where they are, and at the time of this broadcast and this live broadcast as well, this is going live in this case, as well as going through the podcast. And so right now we're in a phase of things starting to open up. Some people going out in the world, doing more things. I think a little more confidence, a little bit for some people, a lot more for others. And we're in times where tapping into our deeper wisdom and our connection is, always been vital and so important. And I don't think it's any more vital and important than ever, than any other time, but it's a sense of being more vital, isn't it? It almost seems like the penalty is greater if we're not listening now. So I will say that. And so it does seem more vital than ever before in that way. So I wanted to just do this little podcast and this live today to share with you some wisdom I have to share about my experiences around tapping into the higher dimensional beings. I'll talk about what those are and who they are or what they are and how to tap into them soon, and the success that I've seen in utilizing this and the successes that I see for others. So first of all, just to let you know too, if during this broadcast, if people are interacting with me live, I won't be able to see it today, but I definitely will take a look at your comments later. Okay, so what I wanted to share about this topic to start off is, there is all kinds of help available to us. Some of you already utilize this, but most people are underutilizing our ability to connect with higher dimensional beings to support us here in this dimension in our earthbound, beautiful life. And so for people, again, wanting to do huge things in the world, to really change the world a big way, or just to, move their purpose forward and in a deeper way and be successful in really any endeavor or any business, tuning into these beings is incredible. Now, higher dimensional beings could be all kinds of energies and light beings of light, right? The ones that I primarily want to talk about today are the basics, like your spiritual guides, your ascended masters, and your archangels. So, your spiritual guides are those that perhaps have walked, here on earth and are now in the light, and we can tune into them, into their energy, and they can give us incredible attunement, incredible raising our vibration and our energies. That would be true for all categories, but those of them that have been here on earth can bring this, and they can bring it in a way where, hey, been there, done that. So, the other beings haven't necessarily walked on the earth as human beings, whereas these spiritual guides have, typically. So being able to tap into them gives you wisdom and perspective that has another level of credibility to our human self, because it's like, while you were an example, you did this. For example, Ghandi is a guide of mine. So when I call in the energy of Ghandi, it's just imagining Ghandi, just feeling the sense of Ghandi, and my energy already is shifting my energy frequency. And I think we undervalue the power of doing such things, whether it's a spiritual guide or something else. If it's, you love Mother Mary, or you love Jesus, or you love Buddha, or you love, you love your spiritual teacher or whoever it is, but this thing that one of my spiritual teachers was talking about recently, the summoning thing, you know, summoning the higher frequencies just by bringing them into your thoughts, your awareness, into your visualization. And then it does naturally, if you're with it, it does sink deeper into your energy, the energy of your chakras, yes, to the crown and then all the way down, because the higher vibrational energies, of course, come from up on high, and then they come through into our energetic body and being. If we can let that soak in and go deeper and deeper, even really grounding and rooting those energies, and then we start really being with them, and then even, I want to say, channeling them to for wisdom, or channeling them to bring healing or miracles into our lives, that's available too. And it's just about the energy. We all know that energy is our energy alignment is really everything. Those that are in the know that. And you'd be surprised, like I'll talk more about the guides in a moment, but you would be surprised, like people who you don't maybe think are very spiritual are consciously or unconsciously tapping into these higher dimensional beings. And that's why it seems everything they touch turns to gold sometimes. I'm talking about not only people that are successful at one level, that they're thriving, but are super successful, doing really big things. More of them are tapping into these things than you might realize. President Obama, I heard once, just the energy of Hanneman, you know, the monkey god, like that's my last name, Hanneman. It's not the same exactly, but similar, Hanneman. And the energy of Hanneman, the monkey god, was the Hindu. I'm not great on facts like that, but those backgrounds. But all I know is I do have the statue here, and so I've got that energy right here in my room. But I was told he would carry that little tiny statue of that in his pocket, and just he understood the power of just having the energy around him, and it's energy of strength, of we will be successful, we will win we will win the day, so to speak. And so Hanneman supported in that I don't know, I want to call it mythology because there's a realness to it, but in that tradition, you've got, you know, Shiva and all that, and it supports that energy, bring victory to things. So he would carry that around. So you can channel those higher dimensional beings, even if you don't believe in them, you don't even believe they're real, and you could say, well, belief creates it, then maybe that's it, who cares? You know, whatever is creating it is good, but it raises your energy. And there's so many people that do so many different things that you'd be blown away by the high level successful people that are into these things. A lot of times we're like, well, you know, people don't understand this stuff, but these are like secrets. This is like secret knowledge. You know, I think about my friend of mine that talks about secret knowledge and the sacred knowledge, really, but that we have this available, and we would need to start utilizing it. So with the spiritual guides, again, you could just imagine them. If you meditate, you know, if you don't start meditating, bringing that in, just imagining energy flowing into your, not only your upper field, which is just fine. You could, you know, leave it there if you want to, but you may as well bring it through your whole energetic body and just feel it grounding and landing to the earth, and bringing these higher energies down and grounding and letting them channel through you. So you could just have them speak through you, or do automatic handwriting if you're more comfortable with that. But whatever it is that you channel them, and you can just ask them for wisdom. Just let them speak. They'll know what you need to hear. They know what you're looking for. But you can ask them questions too. And this is what I've done for years. I'll ask them questions, and they give me guidance, and helps me with my vibration, my life, and my business as well. So you just go ahead and you ask your questions, whoever the guides may be. And some guides could be, again, created. Just, you could ask for a relationship guide. You could ask for any kind of guide, and you'll just like, if you really feel into it, you'll get a sense of an energy that exists for that. And just ask for a name, and then whatever it is, and it's fine. So whatever it is, to go with it. So you got your spiritual guides that are there, that are assigned to you, perhaps. Okay, I mean, that's what it seems like. They're assigned to people, and you want to discover, perhaps, which one is for you, or just tune in and ask for a guide to come in to support you and see what their name is. If you're wondering who your guides are, just ask. Just tune in the energies that you sense and feel, and then ask them what their name is. And if you're wondering, if you're worried about them being there and maybe not for your highest, just ask, are you here? Get a feeling. If it feels good, it feels right, then it is. The next level would be like ascended masters. By the way, I'm going through all this through a 40-day of surrendering, thriving. Right now, currently, at the time of this broadcast, at my Rock Your Sacred Purpose group. So if you haven't joined that, go there. Covering these things and more. So the Ascended Masters are those that have gone, again, from walking the earth and have totally ascended into the next level, into the light, or another level of another dimension. So whatever that is, those are things that are still at this current time beyond me. I couldn't fully describe it all. So, but the bottom line is you can access their wisdom. Again, I'll just use Jesus and Buddha for now, maybe Krishna or whoever you consider an ascended master. So you have these energies available to you. Then you have your archangels. They're like the angels, that are, for specific purposes, intentions that are in charge or over is I don't want to say over, but I take charge of millions of angels, and they are there to be that center of that frequency that they represent. So we've got Archangel Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael, the list goes on. There's all kinds of different, a number of archangels. Some say there's only X amount or whatever, but there's, whatever amount there are, and we can tap into them. And, Archangel Michael, again, protection, being empowered, being in a decisive energy. You could just maybe imagine a blue ray of energy or light coming into you and know that that's Archangel Michael. Just be with that intention. And when you're with the intention, it has a magic of, when you trust it, when you trust the energy, you trust it speaking to you, you trust what's coming forth for yourself, it has a funny way of just working out, okay? And being accurate to what you need to hear or to a solution. Like, it just has an uncanny way of working, even if you don't believe in it at first. So go for it, and ultimately maybe you'll start even trusting, sharing guidance from these beings in your conversations with other people in your life, and if you're a coach or a healer with your clients. Then you have another level that we could talk about, I already talked about, is basically, just other light beings. Then we have like collective beings, right? So more and more of those collective beings, like the brotherhood, people could talk about, like, I tap into the brotherhood or things like this. So they're not necessarily a sense of one being, but there's a collective energy that you're tuning into, the higher frequency energy. So I don't want to talk about too many of them, because I haven't utilized the collective group energies a lot in the past, so I don't feel equipped to talk about those as much. But some of you maybe already tap into that. But my encouragement is just to start tapping in every single day. I'm doing this 40-day surrender and thriving challenge in my Facebook group. People can join anytime. It's just 10-minute videos for the most part. And it's going on right now. So if you go to Rock Your Sacred Purpose and ask to join the group, there's just a few questions. You can get in there. And if you've already missed a challenge, if you hear this later, then you can always just get in there and start the 40 days at any time. I don't know if I'll delete them or not. They'll be in there, for whatever period of time. So right now you have a chance to do that. And it's to give you this support, helping remind you of things that maybe you do utilize, but you're not fully tapping into it, or maybe you're not using this yet. But I would attribute a huge portion of my joy and my success and my purpose and my business to this connection, these connections with source, and just with source itself, even just connecting with a sense of source or God or higher power, or whatever you call it, or higher self, or your higher self, whatever you want to talk about. So by just tuning into these energies makes a big difference. And remember, just tapping into them, just imagining them coming in and bathing you with love or support, and going to every cell of your body. You know, if you just right now, just take, you know, the favorite energy you have, whether it's Jesus or whatever, or just source or whatever, and just breathe and breathe and just feel that energy coming in. You probably feel it around your head at first, and yeah, it's coming in through the crown chakra, and or maybe your heart. That's another receptive center. But wherever it comes in, from the head or the heart or wherever, just to let it breathe it in. Let it get stronger, and just feel it more and more. Just let it increase in its vibrancy and feel it in your energy. Let it open up your energy in your chakras. Let them lighten up the energy in your chakras. Just feel lightness coming into your body. And you can just sense their energy just dropping into each chakra, go through each chakra. And just take a moment, imagine that energy in each chakra. Just feel it or know it. Feel, know, or see it. And feel it going down into the earth. Just feel that full connection. And then from this place, just ask for a message. Ask for a message, a knowing, a feeling, or even an image. If you want to, you can ask a question and just wait for a response. And you could give thanks for whatever's coming through. If there's something you want to ask them to do for you to support you, like send love to someone in your life, or to bring you a resource, or yeah, to give to others, or to give to yourself, they're more than happy to support if it's something that you can ask them anyway. You can ask, and then ask them to do it and see what the response is. If you're looking for more partnership with people, or you're looking for more clients, whatever it is, just ask to get this energy to bring it to you. And as you ask, you'll get a response, and just know it's done. Just know it's already done. It's already happening. It's already happened now. It's already done. that we're in the eternal now, where time and space is collapsed and it's already unfolded, and it's happening in its perfect way and its perfect timing, and give thanks that it's already accomplished. And so it is. And then when you're ready, if you have your eyes closed, you can gently open them at your own pace and rate, coming back to wherever you are, whatever, room or wherever you are, and coming back into this space here in this world. And just give thanks, and you can just let the sense of your guide continue to be with you, or release them in love, and just thank them and give them an energetic hug and say goodbye if you want to for now, and knowing that yet you're always saying hello to them because they're always there. Okay. Yeah. So through this simple process, it's really a simple process, and you can't get it wrong. Whatever you did, whatever happened is perfect for you. And as you keep practicing, it just gets stronger. The energy just gets stronger. And the way I had you do it is just, one of many ways you can do things. And so now you can just enjoy whatever unfolds from this space, and just know no matter what unfolds, it's perfect. But you have a sense of it's already done, and you can just relax and let it be. And there's so many ways we can utilize this technology. I want to say these capacities, they're here. This is like secret knowledge. The sacred knowledge is like secret knowledge, and increasingly it hasn't been secret anymore, but I think it's so vastly underutilized. And I think it's one of those difference makers for people that really want to rock their sacred purpose. So tune into your higher dimensional guides, utilize them, have them be of service. They're just waiting there for you, right? Have you seen those pictures where there's angels and guides all over people, and they're all like, da, 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 waiting for you to ask for help? So we just need to utilize them and utilize the connection we have to let them in our lives and support us and others and our higher purpose and mission. And in this way, we can start to anchor and embody the true heaven on earth, and realize it really does exist, and it is always here. And we get to start experiencing that when we start doing these sorts of practices. If you want to go deeper again, join me for, the Rock Your Sacred Purpose group, just here on Facebook. Go ahead and request to be on there. And then we have a 40 days of surrendering and thriving with things along these lines to support you. Okay. All right. So that's all I have for this time. And I'm just so grateful for those that have joined and are here for this live broadcast, and also are listening through recording through the podcast. So anyway, all my love to you, and goodbye for now.